Before we begin, I want to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land I'm recording on today, the Wurundjeri Woiwurrung people of the Kulin Nation. I pay my respects to elders past and present and to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. This land holds generations of storytelling, culture and connection, and I honour the stories that have shaped this country and continue to live on. Always was, always will be, Aboriginal land.
Nicole Richie comes over to me at the fondue, and I'm trying not to shit my pants because I had food poisoning from the flight the day before. I ate cold scrambled eggs. Not ideal.
This is Shaunanigans. Before you start this episode, I have to let you know something very unfortunate. The phone died before we finished recording and we didn't know until we got up to stop recording. So if you get to the end of the episode and you think, hang on a minute, that stopped abruptly, it's because the phone died. We were almost at the end anyway. Regardless, I hope you really enjoy this episode. It's a lot of fun. Hot tip, if you want to see the outfits that we're wearing, watch this episode on YouTube. Anyway, enjoy.
You're listening to Shaunanigans. Shaunanigans.
Sure.
Sure you are.
Welcome back to Shaunanigans. That's the intro. No. Welcome back to Shaunanigans, the podcast that gives no clear direction, but somehow always gives exactly what it needs to. Could be a hot take, could be, well, it's likely if you're here, it's going to be a hyperfixation
Spicy
of
take.
two ADHD girlies just spiraling into one particular topic. Today is going to be fashion. The things that we love, the things that we don't love, the things we wish we could hide, but we're going to bring them out.
Yeah, we're really going to deep dive into the past. Some fashion archive moments.
Yes, we are.
Not the designer kind.
So
we wanted to do fashion because
drum roll.
Because I'm also launching a podcast called Ready to Wear. Woo! Which is coming under our Season of Style, style accounts on Instagram and TikTok. If you're not following us, SZN of Style.
She took no time to promote, and I love that.
Well, what else am I here for?
Girls supporting girls, women going to space.
We want to do a little kind of 2 pods in 1 pod, half are Ready to Wear as part of the little launch series, but also I feel like this is going to be really hilarious, so very Shaunanigans.
Essentially, if you're listening to this and you're part of my community and you like what you hear with us, particularly fashion focused, you're going to want to subscribe to this one.
Anyway, we have 30 minutes, so we need to
30 minutes?
Yeah, I don't know that reference.
Oh.
Yeah.
We have different algorithms.
100%. Yeah. We're not getting into it.
It doesn't matter. Okay. We are taking a trip down memory lane today. We are going to, first of all, dive into our past looks that were definitely not looks. As I say that, I realise they're on my phone, and my phone is on the other side of the room. So please tap dance for them while I go get my phone.
Elevator music. Oh, no, it's you on a tricycle.
Circus song.
I mean, it tracks.
That's fair. That's fair.
She's back.
Okay, so how would you describe your style now?
Ooh.
I did not ask this question of you before. We have no prep.
I was not prepped. My PR team were not prepped for this question.
Also, let me be clear, I don't have an answer for this either. But we're just going to wing it.
Okay, the one-liner is just casual, low-key, I think. I don't know.
That's not true.
Okay, why don't you
just show up?
Okay, you describe mine, I'll describe yours.
Ooh.
That's better.
Okay. I would say you oscillate between does she have a home and
fair.
She owns 4 homes.
Yeah. No, that's about right. I'm either full sloth, I've worn this outfit for 4 days straight, there's holes in the crotch, that level, or it's I am going somewhere. But I'm not colourful. I'm very basic neutrals.
But she is not a high fashion person.
No,
she is
personality.
A petrol head.
I'm the biggest tomboy you've ever met in your life.
It doesn't make sense, honestly.
I am BCF and Bunnings.
You are BCF and fun. She is BCF and fun.
So that's my style. I would say your style is like OO's R&B. Did I nail that? I think, you know what? That was just the answer.
No, that's like my dream.
Yeah, you've got the hoop. Like right now, she's got the hoops, ginormous fucking hoops. You could literally put a basketball through those.
Every time I visit home and wear these, my mum puts her hand through them while we're driving.
How could you not? It's like a intrusive thought.
And she does it.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
try and throw something through there. And then you've got the red lip, you've got the denim dress, you've got like the hair flip, the bleach.
That's today, but in life, I feel like
No,
I'm so
but, like,
eclectic in life.
You are eclectic, but I feel like when you're really feeling yourself, that's like generally what you seem to be wearing. But yeah, you do have, then you're more like elevated, sophisticated version, and then you do
That's
like more colourful vibes
Yeah.
here and there.
I experiment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you've got personalities.
Multiple. Yeah. So we are going to pick out some of our outfits that I believe are iconic because they made us.
Oh, God.
And I'm going
This is from the deep Facebook, like scroll back to the beginning of Facebook era,
It's true.
like 2008 levels. What's our first theme that we want to look at?
School formal.
Okay.
So I'm going to show you my school formal.
Yeah, show me yours and I'll give the review. This is giving Wicked. This is
Ah!
giving. I went to the Wicked premiere.
Can I just say I was in my peak Wicked obsession
Were
phase.
you?
Yeah,
I nailed that.
Yeah, I did Wicked for my year 12 final singing.
Was this the costume?
performance.
No. Okay, let me. It is very iconic formal. It's a full length satin gown in wicked green. No, it's actually not wicked green. It's like forest green
It was. I sought out an emerald green dress.
because of Wicked.
That was a happy accident.
Yeah. Okay.
Why?
Why? What was your theory on that? Were you like, this is my color?
Yeah,
You
ever
had red
since I
hair
was
at the
a
time.
kid, I did. I had like
Dyed red.
bright burgundy box dyed hair.
Nice.
I've never done a color theory.
We should do that.
We should. But ever since I was very young, whenever I wore like an emerald green, people in my family would be like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
emerald is your color."
That's when you know you've found your palette.
But yeah, emerald green. Even though it's a product of its time, I still think this look is a slay.
I think it like really suits you, this dress. So
Yeah.
it's like an A-frame. Is that the word? A-frame?
A cut.
Oh, anyway.
A-frame's a house.
Yeah, fashion podcast, whatever. Anyway, one of those wider at the bottom dresses.
We're gonna put a picture up. We'll probably put a picture up this whole time.
Yeah, it's got like
get
a.
to the point.
It got like a ruched.
There were
needle.
little like sewn in gems and like sparkly beads.
Very cute. She's got like
around the
a
bodice.
little Queen Perthy like drawstring looking thing. Oh my god, digital camera. Stop.
Which it's such a throwback now that all the
That's
Gen
vintage.
Z kids
Yeah.
are bringing these out to parties.
I'd give it a 8 out of 10.
Thank you. I do look like an elf from Lord of the Rings, I think.
Yeah, but like a cute one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, here's mine.
The classic 2000s clubbing heels are like the cutout.
Yeah, I really
Heels.
I was like, I'm not wearing a formal.
Those heels feel like pussycat dolls.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They like the gladiator front.
With a matching gladiator belt. You look like you're about to slay a dragon.
Yeah, I wore a studded belt.
It is How to Train Your Dragon. She's got a studded belt with a formal dress on.
It's above the knee. It's black.
Can you let me?
No, because you keep side.
It's above the knee. It's black. What else? I'm kidding. No, it's got like Alice in Wonderland, like Victorian ill woman lace.
See, when you try and describe it, it sounds fucked. It's got these big white flowers that are the shoulders and then across the top. I tried to describe it to friends and they're like, what? And I was like, I swear it looks normal. Anyway,
It doesn't though.
that's fair.
It's
bad.
cute. Look, I think the belt was a choice.
Yeah,
but
no.
it did tie in with the shoes because how else were those shoes going to go with that dress?
Right.
Also, can we talk about the thick side fringe and the bee's nest?
You need to see the side of the hair, actually, because, mate, if you think that's the bee's nest, wait till you get the profile shot. So basically they teased my hair. I wanted like an updo with like kind of flowing curls and just like a chill do. Teased the fucking bejesus out of my hair so that I ended up with like a literal Martian
We came
head.
to this planet looking for intelligent life.
Because I already got a small head and I was like, right, Well, that's that.
You look so sweet. Yeah.
Do I?
I
Look at this
would rate
facial.
this probably a 6.5.
Yeah. Okay, what's our next one?
Okay, next one is clubbing. You're gonna lose your mind
gotta
when
find
you
mine.
see
Wow,
what
you-
I wore to the club.
Oh my god. So what era? Give me context.
Sort of been 2013. So I was 22. I didn't go clubbing. I was a good church girl. And it wasn't until I went to a Christian university that I started clubbing. That makes sense.
Wow.
But I didn't actually. I think I went maybe 3 times.
Okay. Here is what she's wearing. So she's got, I don't even know how to describe this style of dress, like shape wise, but it's corporate wear.
For sure.
Funky corporate.
Yeah.
It's like a red, green, white.
It's the girl in corporate who was sleeping with the boss. Yeah. But it's corporate.
She's like quiet, but she's like got a bit of a deviant side.
Yeah, exactly.
She's
Make no mistake, that wasn't me as a person.
no.
No. But because look at the tights I was wearing.
Just wait. She's paired said dress, which falls above the knee and kind of like comes into like it's like a tulip shape, but upside down.
Yes.
Falls to the knee. From there down, we have fully opaque black tights.
The thickest tights that you could ever get. They're pretty much like leggings.
I could not see one part of your skin through those leggings.
No.
And then paired with a gorge cropped grey bolero with a little poof shoulder, which I call the librarian top. It's my favourite. She's got it in a few photos, and it cracks me up every single time. And we've got the classic side part with the fringe,
Yes.
very off the time.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was my first and only fringe.
How did you feel walking into the club like this?
I felt hot.
Did you?
Cotton.
Okay. This is circa 2011? Like, no, this would have been 2009. The photo's very sideways.
Why do we have matching bangs?
Oh, yeah.
We both have bangs.
We both have our bangs.
We were
My
going
one
through
and
something.
only fringe moment.
Same.
This was like a week after I got it, so it still looked good. From here on, it just really went downhill.
Okay, so you also look like, you know what you're giving? Receptionist at a dentist office.
I'm the
And
skanky receptionist.
You are.
Yeah.
You absolutely are. You're wearing a tight, like, corporate miniskirt. Remember, they were everywhere. Like,
They were.
Cotton On sold them. Like, everyone had,
Yeah.
it was like a banded.
Yeah, is that what it's called? Bandeau?
No, a bandeau. That's a top.
No? Yeah.
It's like the skirt version of a bandeau. Fashion.
What the? Oh, I'm so bad with terminology. What was that called? Isn't it a bandeau dress? Yeah. And that was the skirt version
Sure.
where it was kind of like wrapped.
Sure. Anyway, it is a tight black,
Which
is
is
it miniskirt? Kind of.
Very not good for my body shape. This is like the worst body shape outfit ever.
She's wearing a sheer blouse. I think
It's
it
a
just
strappy-
like a strappy
Semi-sheer, not fully.
Semi-sheer. I can see a black bra.
see my
babes.
black bra.
Yeah,
Can't
yeah.
see my belly button.
Hot. There's some like black like ribbon strips, I guess, that are sewn into the top. There's some pleated gathering around the bust or like around the sides. She's paired it with, is this a cardigan? Like a grey cardigan with like white piping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
zoom out.
She is, and oh,
Talk about the shoes.
pussycat doll shoes again.
Yeah.
Just in it. These, let me just zoom
Do you want to know
in
about
on
this
that.
night? This
Oh,
was the
please.
worst night of my fucking life. So I
That's
grew
a
up
lot.
in the country and we would walk home from the pub.
Sure. Oh, in those.
No, we didn't wear that. Actually, maybe. I can't remember. Anyway, so when I got to uni, which was in Melbourne, I was like, I just didn't quite shake that mindset when I was drunk. And I'd be like, yeah, I can just like walk home. We went to the city and I was living in Burwood, which is an hour out of the city.
Sorry.
40 minutes.
You were going to walk home to Bellwood?
This was at 5 a.m., by the way. So I exited Crown Casino, which I arrived to in the boot of a car. I exited Crown Casino in these miniskirt platform peep toe beige shoes and was like, I'm just going to walk home at 5 a.m. What I didn't realise when I left was that I had given my phone and my wallet to a friend who left 3 hours earlier.
Natalie.
Yeah, so I quickly realised I couldn't walk and thought, oh, now I can't get a taxi because I don't have any money and I can't call anyone because I don't have a phone. So I stood in a payphone and I tried to call my mum and it went, it like calls them and then hangs up. And then some guys walked past, they kicked a rock, it like hit the thing, scared me, I cried, they felt so bad for me. They gave me money and put me in a taxi back to my boyfriend's house.
Oh, that's rare. Wouldn't happen today.
They were all freaking out because they were like, where is she? Oh, it was a whole saga. But anyway, this is the outfit that I wore.
Oh, gosh.
And it started out nice.
It did.
But we both were, we were on the corporate clubbing bandwagon.
Well, I have something else for you, just as a little treat. I love theatre, and I used to.
That is just the perfect segue. You just like know where we're going with this, like.
And I used to fly to. I grew up in Adelaide, and my mum and I used to fly to Melbourne for the day to come and see musicals. And this was when we flew to Melbourne to go and see Hairspray the musical.
This is the photo she showed me originally, and I was like, Shauna, are you aging backwards? Because this woman, who was actually how old?
I was 18 or 19.
This looks like a 40-year-old woman librarian era.
Yes.
Librarian aesthetic.
And this is the thing.
It's the grey Bolero. This is my favourite Bolero ever.
Plus size fashion, villain origin story. All I really had access to was Miller's.
True.
And the Bolero came with me everywhere because I grew up in a time space with people who were like, oh, you should cover your arms.
Right. That's
because
what
you
that
have
was.
big arms, so you should cover them.
So it was like, no matter what you wore, you're like, well,
better cover the arms.
I got to put my Bolero on.
Yeah, and I never had anything that went above the knee, and if it did, I wore completely opaque tights, which that's not to poo-poo on people who want to dress conservatively.
No.
I completely respect
Yeah.
that. But mine
Different
was,
reasons.
Yeah, very different reasons.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, no.
So Natalie is pictured wearing... Sorry, is this like a button-up with the
It's
collar?
a dress, actually.
Has it got a collar? Wait. I had that dress on
Which
the very
one?
left. On the very left.
Oh, my God.
I had that dress.
So the dress you had was like also a kind of a tribal pattern.
It was. I feel like mine was mine was from Best and Less. I remember vividly because that was
Nice.
when Best and Less opened in Adelaide, and
Yeah.
I bought a lot of stuff from there.
Yeah.
I actually have a Best and Less story about Nicole Richie that I can share another time,
What?
or I can share now.
Yeah.
So my first ever, I lived in LA, and my first ever celebrity
Thanks.
event that I went to, Nicole Richie was there. And she had just brought out her shoe line, I think, or like a collaboration with the shoe warehouse or something. I don't know.
Okay.
And I was wearing a pair of like half shoes. They were like
What?
half sneakers. They were like
does that
a
mean?
slip-on sneaker, basically. So the way that you can, like a mule.
Why wasn't this part of your outfit so we needed to dissect as worst outfit?
Because they were cool, okay?
Were they?
This is
Wait, I need a
2018.
photo because I don't know if
I
I'm
reckon I could probably
envisioning the
find it.
same thing. I'm thinking of like a Nike cut in half.
No, let me see. I reckon I could probably
What the
find
hell
a
is
photo.
half a sneaker?
Nicole Richie comes over to me at the fondue, and I'm trying not to shit my pants because I had food poisoning from the flight the day before. I ate cold scrambled eggs. Not ideal.
Yeah.
And the shoes were from Best and Less. She's like, oh my God, I love your shoes. And I was like, thank you so much. Like, where are they from?
What did you say?
A boutique in Australia.
A boutique.
Best and Less is a boutique in
This
Australia.
maison less.
Anyway, I was...
I can't help but wonder if she was being legit if they were sneakers cut in half.
Here's the shoes.
Oh my.
So I forgot, they weren't laces, they were like elastic. It was like elastic. And I told Nicole Richie that my Best and Less shoes were a boutique special.
What the fuck? What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Fortunately, I didn't give her enough time
To tell you that
stick
she was
around.
joking.
No, because I was about to shit my pants. So I ran out.
Oh my god. Okay, to describe a white sneaker, like, you know, sneaker you wear with a jean, right? However, we couldn't just do a normal sneaker. They had to cut the fucking back off it. They also removed the shoelaces but kept the shoelace holes. So it's just like two flaps flapping in the wind.
It's true.
Looks like someone at school stole your shoelaces.
It's true.
And then they thought, oh, well, how are we going to keep the shoes together and the tongue down and the foot in? So they've gone with a red, I assume that's navy, or is it
Yeah.
black? Red, navy, and white striped elastic fat band that goes like right across the top of the shoe under the flappy shoelace section.
They could be Tommy Hilfiger. They could be.
They could be. But then she has a shirt on that says word, but the R's backwards. And that's the part that I love the most.
That was cool. And then a high-waisted
Word.
lace A-line skirt.
I don't hate the skirt.
I loved a
Yeah.
graphic tee. That was my jam. And it still is, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I do love a graphic tee.
You were really into a one-word graphic tee,
Yeah,
we've
I had
decided,
one-
in this era.
I had one that said,
What was the other one?
blessed.
Yeah. No, there
I
was...
had wake, pray, slay.
Jesus Christ.
Let's talk about trends
Yeah.
today. What are some trends? I have some trends that I've written down that
Yeah.
I want to know if you like them or you hate them.
Yeah. I want to react to your trends.
Straight up, low-rise jeans. What do we think?
Not for me. They are for some people.
I agree. I got really excited when I wrote these down. I was like, yes, I love low-rise jeans.
Did you?
But, yeah. But then I realized, like, Shauna, they're just sitting on your hips. But because I am a little fatty, I have spent my life in high-waisted jeans because that's pretty much all we had access to. It was like city chic, and all they did was high-waisted. And I loved them because I felt supported.
Yeah.
It felt like shapewear.
Yeah.
And then when they started, like probably 2 years ago, bringing not low-rise, but
Mid-rise.
yeah, I started wearing those. I was like, wait, I actually love them. I don't have to like.
We need to do
suck
a
in my
comparison
belly.
on you of like different to see which
Yeah.
one actually does sit the best.
Yeah, so I have some that sit like just below my belly button,
Yeah.
like on my hips,
Yeah.
and I love them. And I
Yeah.
never thought that I would like them. Are they low rise? Probably not,
They're
but they're the
probably mid.
lowest
Yeah.
on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if I could do low rise.
When it comes to any outfit, for me it's always just body shape. Like
Yeah.
and I think low rise really only suits an hourglass.
Okay, next up, barrel leg jeans.
What's your thoughts?
I don't like them. I think there are a very select few people who could get away with wearing them.
Like who?
Not
Name
me.
one. I think a
Five.
few people have been convinced to buy a barrel leg
Yeah.
without fully thinking through how that might actually play out in real life.
I think it makes you look like you've got bow legs.
Yeah.
I think it makes you look like you have just gotten off a horse and you're wearing arseless chaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Not
don't,
for
yeah,
me.
like some people, if like that, if they're very fashionable, it's like you would wear it because you can pull off the trend, but it's never the most flattering option for anyone. So if
No.
we're talking body shape styling, I would say don't wear them, but depends on the person.
Skirts over trousers.
Yeah. Is anyone actually doing that?
I know someone that does it.
Oh,
And I love you. If you're watching this, I love you. And it looks good on you.
she's backtracking.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Looks good on you. Don't like it in the world.
I have seen a few at like fashion weeks and stuff that I was like, if you're going to do it, that's the time and place.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And, that's what I'm
like
talking about
do
my
it
friend.
well.
Yeah.
Not jeans. No jeans underskirts.
Why do you have so many layers on? It looks like you're
you
at
don't-
a change room at Target with your mum.
Yeah,
and she's
and you're like,
"Hurry
wait.
up. No, but what about this skirt? I don't have time.
Yeah.
Just try it on, see if it zips up, and then let's go.
Literally.
I've got dinner in the oven.
When there's like no change rooms left, you're like, I'll just try it on over the top. Don't worry
Yeah,
about
exactly.
it.
Or yeah, just like out in the
Yeah.
out in the middle of the
So,
shop.
yeah,
That's what
nah.
it's giving. Like, let me just see if these do up under my skirt.
Yeah. I saw a couple at Fashion Week that were like good, like cool fabrics and like stuff like that. And I was like, I really like that. But only in that context.
Yeah, for sure. Cowboy boots.
Yeehaw!
Nah.
Why do you like them?
I think they should be reserved for people who identify as cowboys and cowgirls.
I don't know that that's like a culture.
I think cowboy boots are fun for like a themed dress up.
Do you not think they look good? Like, is it just the appropriation, or are you just
No,
like?
it's not real appropriation. I'm just kidding.
So
about
why?
that.
What did not think looks good about them?
I just think that if it's not your lifestyle, if you don't have spurs, which we don't believe in spurs anymore, never mind, redact that.
Wow, out here advocating for spurs, which are literally the things that jab into the horse to make it go faster.
But like, if you don't ride a horse to go and tend to your land, if you don't live rural,
They don't even wear cowboy boots.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
This
Sorry.
is
Sermon,
my-
in, sermon in process.
This is my hill that I am dying on.
What about Aaron Williams then?
That's that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the embroidered, like.
Yeah, but you're saying it should only be worn for function. That's what actual cowboys in Australia wear is Iron Williams.
So, like, why do you have embroidered? Like, some of the girls, like, oh, yeah, I have friends who live on farms, who live on working farms, and their partner, like, he works, and then she'll, like, be out there, like, with the chickens and stuff, wear the cowboy boots. Oh, you're going to a music festival? Wear the cowboy boots. But, like, don't wear it because it's in fashion. You've never heard a cowboy song. I mean, country song.
Wow.
You
were going so strong. You really had that. And then
I was.
tanked.
Yeah. No, if you don't listen to country music, you don't get to wear cowboy boots. I'm sorry.
Or cowboy music.
Which I was talking to Mo the other day and she was like, Shauna, what about Beyonce? And I'm like, that's different. That's like an album.
You can't. No.
But like,
I'm not into the fact that she rebranded herself. I'm just going to throw that out there.
But no, we can't have this conversation.
No, I know.
I'll stab you in the eye because country started as black.
It's not to do with that. It's her rebranding her entire aesthetic.
Doesn't Taylor Swift do that in every other album? She's like, I'm revenge.
I'm also
red
not
lips.
I hate Taylor Swift.
No, that's fair. But it's not uncommon.
Yeah.
Like a lot of big pop icons.
No, I agree. But I just felt like it was not on brand. But
okay,
I get
whatever
I get the history.
Whatever. I just don't like cowboy boots. Like, it's like berets. I wear berets unironically. I wear them.
Is this a statement?
Yes.
What?
I have a
I've never
pleather
seen you in
beret. I have a pleather beret that I wore to an event a few weeks ago, and I was like, 2025 winter, I'm going to be wearing the headwear.
So how is this relevant to the cowboy boots?
Like, I have chosen to wear berets because I love them, not because they're on
Parisian.
trend. Where? But I have decided that I love them, so I'm going to seek it out regardless of whether it's on trend or not. And perhaps that's why, like, that's trends anyway, and, like, I don't care about
it's like
trends,
more that
but,
it's like a mass
cowboy
trend.
boots, really?
Yeah.
Come on. And also, I have a serious bone to pick
I just want to say that you can blame Beyonce for that trend. Because she rebranded that everyone's started wearing them again. Yeah, it is.
Nah.
So
no, I'm going to say hard no because as a plus size person, my calves are thick.
No, I agree. Like, I'm not even advocating
and
for
boots. They come out
but
every
that's
year.
why they came back so hard.
I mean, they were back before then, I reckon.
Not as hard. Not as hard as they then became, because every artist then rebranded themselves as a cowboy.
That's true.
That's how much influence she has.
That's true.
Yeah.
We love you, Queen. Anyway.
The contradictions.
But my other issue is that a lot of
the calves.
Footwear companies, brands, they'll be like, oh, we have boots that fit plus size people for your thick calves, and they're all cowboy boots. Sorry.
That is true.
Sorry, it's every fat person.
Or they're like the really just like flat foot.
But like, really, cowboy boots is all
Did
you have to offer?
Like, Bellini did some that looked...
Cowboy boots!
No, they had some other... Tigger, stop. Enough. They had some other ones that were like... They were the best ones that I saw in terms of like, oh, these are the same as the
trends.
I did
see them. Yeah.
But were they wide enough was always my question.
I don't know if they were.
Yeah.
And I never tried them because they were so expensive.
I didn't speak to anyone to try them on.
I know a couple of people. Actually, I did speak to a couple of plus size creators who were sent some and they didn't fit.
Yeah.
So... Yeah. Look, it is hard, and I'm not coming for...
I'm on the other end because I ruptured my Achilles 5 years ago, and that calf muscle never came back. So when I put on knee-high boots, like, one is, like, flaccid.
One falls down.
It just looks ridiculous. It's like this little twig coming out of the top. And then one slightly normal one, so...
Wow, yeah, no. So anyway, hate cowboy boots. Please.
I don't hate them, but it's... Yeah, I don't wear them. I just don't know how to style them. I think they would look weird on my legs, too.
I think they would look weird on most people.
Nah, some people look good in them.
Like, the other people that can wear them are Taylor Swift fans who are, like, OG Taylor Swift fans who listen to her country albums. If you're a Taylor Swift fan now, it's like, oh, what era do I love? Oh, I love the country. I don't know. I'm real passionate about this. Okay, I have another one.
Go on, then.
Toe shoes.
Yeah. This is, for me, where fashion gets annoying.
So for those of you playing at home who are not sure what a toe shoe is, it is like a hoof. It is a boot.
It does look like a
It looks
goat
like a hoof. It looks like a camel toe. but like,
But not the vaginal kind.
but also kind of. Every time I look at it, I'm like, it
literal.
looks like you've pulled your pants up too
What's
high.
the brand that is the viral ones that kind of kick this up?
The ones that look like
Let's Google.
like cow hooves.
Yeah, not toenail, toe shoe. Still quick Google. I don't follow these kinds of trends in the like designer realm. I'm going to be honest.
I have friends who wear them, and
Not
I
really
am
for me.
disgusted.
The tabby or whatever they're called. Tabby shoe. I have seen some people, like Australian creators who got them, be like, okay, I was very anti, but then I tried them on and they were really comfortable. So I'm intrigued. Yeah, it's the tabby. Here we go. I think that's how you said it, or tabby maybe. That one. Literally, it's giving centaur.
Yeah. That's what I think every time I see you wearing them.
I don't know what the premise is. Like, is there a function to this, or is it really just like we wanted to do something weird and different, so only the people who are cool and exclusive and in get it?
It's weird and different.
Yeah.
Also, side note, I went and patted cows the other day, Highland cows, and did you know that their little hooves can move like that?
Oh, really? Like toes?
Yeah!
Oh my god, no.
Right?
Is that normal for cows?
Yes! I thought they were just like real stiff, hard. No,
Oh.
they move. So then when they walk,
Oh,
they're...
the toes are functioning.
Well, no, they're not. I don't know if they necessarily...
Not separating, but
But
there's
they're
muscles
like-
in them.
Yeah.
Mm,
You can like play with them.
interesting.
Yeah.
I've now
Anyway.
gone down the tabby shoe.
Yeah, no, I hate them.
No idea where that trend came from, but I am very anti like just dumb designer trends that people pay thousands of dollars for or however much they are.
Yeah.
It's just like I don't get it. Okay, trends that you're liking though. Is there anything that you're like into at the
Oh.
moment?
I'm so glad you asked. My favorite trend right now
Yeah.
is, well, it's not, is it on trend? I don't know. Monochrome dressing has been
Yeah.
it for a minute.
Yeah.
But I really love burgundy.
Mm.
Like, I love it. And I used to wear, it was probably close to 10 years ago, my winter wardrobe was exclusively black, burgundy, and mustard.
Interesting.
And I loved those colours, and I held on to them for as long as possible
Yeah.
until it was obsolete.
Yeah.
And then I moved on. Now I don't care. I will wear things that are obsolete. Beret, like whatever. I will find like my personal
Do you have
style.
a beret here?
I do. I'm gonna get. I have two.
Right.
Felt one, and I have a pleather one.
I'll tell you my favorite trend. I am obsessed with cow print. Obsessed, but the brown and white version, not or brown, black and white version.
I hate cow print.
I love it. I want cow print shoes. I want cow print bags. I want a cow print. Why do you like not like cowhide, but you like leopards and stuff? What's your thoughts on snake print? Because that's my also no.
Oh, do you know what?
I love snake print.
I did wear a pair of knee-high snake print,
Oh yeah,
like block heel boots for a shoot.
yeah.
And
could
I
get
loved
around
them.
that.
They were from America though, and the shipping was like $200.
There's a lot of snake print at the moment.
I don't love snake print. I feel like it's got to be done really well, and I think there's a lot of cheap imitations.
See, I disagree. I think of all the prints, the snake print is the one that you can get away with the most because it's the most neutral. It's like, you know, if you get a leopard print, you have to get the right tone for your skin. And whereas snake print is just like, it's so small that you don't need to worry if it looks like legit or not.
I don't like snake print, just as a personal preference.
Yeah.
I just don't like it.
think
I mean, I would probably own one or two things in
Yeah.
a snake print, but for me, like leopard print, I love.
Yeah.
But also it has to be done well.
It does have to be
which
done well.
I do it maximalistly.
Yeah. Which is like with your style.
Yeah. I also love zebra print. I didn't think I would. I shouldn't say I love zebra print. I have a sequin zebra print, like A-line with a big split skirt, which I love.
Whoa.
It sounds like a lot, but it's stunning.
Yeah.
And I used to, I don't have the sweater anymore, but I used to have this like zebra. Did I say zebra print? I did,
Yeah.
didn't I? Yeah. And I also had a zebra knit.
Okay.
And I would
I
pair
do
them
like zebra.
together.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it was
together?
Like double zebra. It was such a vibe. It was
Whoa.
such
See,
a
why didn't we get to
vibe.
see that photo?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I do love all the animal prints. I can't really do leopard that much because most of them are warm tone and I'm very cool tones.
what about giraffe?
Does anyone make anything giraffe print?
I think I had a South African teacher who wore a lot of giraffe print.
Interesting.
If you've made it this far, I'm here to regretfully tell you this is the end of the episode. As I mentioned at the start, the phone died. So that's all you're going to get, guys. But I hope you enjoyed it regardless. And I can't wait for you to hear next week's episode. You've been listening to Shaunanigans. If you like what you heard, make sure to hit follow wherever you're listening or watching, leave me a comment, and come hang out with me on socials at shaunanigans.pod on Instagram. Until next time, be kind to yourself, drink your water, romanticize your life, and if all else fails, nap it out and try again tomorrow. Bye!